here for? Strictly business. Yeah. You want a job or get rich? I'm bossed up. 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 I got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low. Rappers turning into rats. Fly snitching on they self. DEA ransack.
Yo. This is crazy. Every time I hear the intro, whenever we are going through something, the intro always reminds me why this is the best intro for this show. Shout out to my brother Doc Hollow for the intro. Music is coming soon for my brother, so he'll be coming back at it. But in the beginning, when he said, "What you here for? Strictly business."
Strictly business, man.
Why are we here today? We are here for strictly business. Shout out to everybody for coming through. We always encourage you to watch the shows and repost them and do what. But today's show, yeah, you should definitely stay tuned. We are going to lose it. It's gonna be one of them. It's definitely gonna be one of them.
Absolutely is. The ignorance is it's barely getting started. I'm telling you right now, the show is about to get ignorant today.
It's on its side today. Before we get into the topic of the show and get into the refs and the whole debacle with the Kansas City Chiefs, let's have a round of applause because it finally happened. Brandon Staley got the axe, and I'm glad it happened because of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Absolutely. Oh, that's my favorite part, bro.
I am so
favorite
happy.
Part. You say that again. That was my favorite part.
So happy because that happened.
Las Vegas Raiders. Oh my gosh, man. That just sounds so lovely.
Shout out to the twin, Antonio Pierce, for going out there dropping 63 on the head of the Los Angeles Chargers and getting that Brandon Staley up out of the paint finally.
Up out of there, man.
And shout out to Jack Jones. He came from the Patriots, and brother, like you've been everything that Antonio Pierce thought you was going to be when he got you. That interception that you did, I don't know how you was in their playbook to do that. That was a big boy play right there. That was a big boy play.
I mean, I ain't never gonna lie to you. I love to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a kid who, you know, obviously he was coached and, you know, brought up by Antonio Pierce, but this is a kid that, you know, was essentially given up on by the Patriots, man. You know, he was having a great career with the Pats before, you know, picking up a lot of injuries, obviously. But I think, you know, like this is a resurgence, man. You know, I think he needed a different change of scenery, and yeah, man, he's here. Shit, he's gonna show people he's a baller, man. Like he tweeted last night, man. I've been able to do this. Y'all just ain't never seen it.
Right, and you know, sometimes you got to get on the field and show it to people for them to believe it, and he did it. Like he's been actually playing really well since he came to the Raiders. He had a couple little hiccups like when he first got here. But I think as he's gotten into the groove of the defense, you can see he's going to be a playmaker outside of that cornerback position, not just a solid corner. He looks like what Charles Woodson was when he first got here.
No, definitely. Just a lot of the mechanics, right? Because I know a lot of people are going to try to take that and, you know, run with it. It's just a lot of the mechanics, a lot of the ball skills, a lot of his instincts look the same as, you know, Charles Woodson. So,
like the instincts to be able to diagnose a play in real time. Like he didn't wait for the receiver. You can tell the difference when a cornerback or someone or linebacker, when they read a play, where they are, where they read the play, let you know how they reacted. Like he knew the play, so he knew the play better than the wide receiver and the quarterback.
Oh, like he
outran the play. He had to reach back to pick the ball up.
Yep, and that's why it was one-handed, right? Because when you read the play and you react so fast. sometimes your body just moves quicker than your mind, right? My anime kids, it's an ultra instinct, ultra ego type thing, right? So his body and his feet and his hands, everything's moving because he sees something that's like, oh shit, yep, game time, you know. So shout out to the motherfucking Raiders, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Chargers can't beat us when it really matters. I don't care who was injured. I don't care who was playing. I don't care who was healthy.
I don't care about none of that.
It really wouldn't have mattered. They would have lost the game regardless because Brandon Staley is a shit coach, and a lot of people don't seem to understand that.
And the thing I want people to understand is not so much that they lost and they have been losing. It's the fact that they've been losing and it's been his side of the ball that's the reason for it.
Quite literally. You know what I'm saying?
He's a defensive coach, and that defense is ass.
This is the thing, Mel, right? This is the thing that I wanted to bring up about Brandon Staley, right? Because everybody wants to say that, oh, well, you know, the Chargers don't have this, the Chargers don't have that, Chargers don't have this. Man, legitimately.
What don't they have?
Thank you. Because I swear, right, other than J.C. Jackson, these niggas completely retooled.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. These niggas completely and utterly retooled. New corners. They hit the draft, got some good corners, got some good DBs. They still got one of the best safeties in the league. They got a good linebacker core. They got 2 dog-ass edge rushers. You got a great receiving core. You got a top 5 running back, according to most people. What more do y'all need? Great left tackle. That's healthy this year. Solid. The rest of the O-line is solid. What else do you need? I can understand if you want to sit up there and nitpick and say, oh, well, our D-line is really faulty, so we need more in the run game. Well, you should address that in the draft. Right. So I'm just trying to figure out like what, because everybody wants to say that the Chargers have a bad roster and that's the reason why Justin Herbert isn't succeeding. No. Brandon Staley is the reason why Justin Herbert isn't succeeding. Right? They got him out there playing with injuries and all kind of extra shit. So like what's the true problem here? It's Brandon Staley.
It's Brandon Staley. It's the guy who's at the head of all of it. He's not a head coach. Period. And I'm starting to question if he's even a defensive coordinator.
Honestly, because at this point, I haven't seen anything that really proves it. Like I said, with same thing with Josh McDaniels. Like you can't sit up there and call yourself a defensive something, an offensive something, and suck at that. Like I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Didn't they fire the defensive coordinator and Brandon Staley said he's taking over the defense?
Yep, sure did.
And then they gave him 63 points. To the Raiders. And this is no slap at the Raiders. I'm a Raider fan. But the Raiders offense has never put up 63 points.
Ever. It's the most points scored in franchise history.
And they did it on Thursday night. So we're gonna get to that later, but I want to open up and give. You know, we've been calling for it. If you've been with this show, you totally understand where we were with Brandon Staley and what should happen to Brandon Staley, and it finally happened. So we want to acknowledge it.
Took y'all a little long, but it's okay.
A little too long, but let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. You saw the thumbnail. You know what this is about. Don't blame it on the refs, or blame it on the refs. However you want to do it. Patrick Mahomes acted like a 5-year-old child.
He acted like LeBron James after they missed that foul call.
Right, and unfortunately, like this, and just like with the LeBron call, like it was the right call. Basically, Kadarius Toney was lined up all sides. Either Kadarius Toney was lined up all sides, or y'all had too many people in the back.
I mean, at one point in time, pick a struggle. That's all I'm gonna say. Pick a goddamn struggle, man. Like,
and for people to sit there and say, "Oh, well, the ref should have gave him a warning," and da 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 da. No, listen here.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought, because I've heard that shit, and this is my point to that. I'm gonna let you cook, but this is my point to that, because a lot of people will say that dumbass shit and not even fucking understand what they're saying. Right? Oh, the ref should have given him a warning. The ref should have given him a warning. You stupid motherfuckers don't get it. As soon as you get as a receiver, as soon as you fucking break the huddle, because first of all, you're not even supposed to be there to hit the snap count as a receiver. Receivers aren't even supposed to know the fucking snap count because you're supposed to be looking in the fucking inside at the ball any goddamn way. So as a receiver, if you jump, it's on you. There's no fucking excuse. But as a receiver, as soon as you fucking leave the huddle and you take your ass to wherever you're supposed to line up at, the ref is literally in your ear telling you to check with him. I don't want to hear that. Oh, the ref should have gave him a pass. The ref should have gave him a warning. He's giving him warnings the whole fucking time. Y'all realize that? The whole time he's running, he's giving him warnings. Check with me. Hey, you good? Hey, you good? Hey, you good? Hey, you good? Hey, check with me. Check with me. And he got his arm out like that. Hey, I'm right here. Yep, line's right here. They do that every single fucking time. Look, so how much more warning does a professional athlete need?
Right. As the resident wide receiver on inside the huddle, the second you go to your spot, whether you're on or off the line, you tell if you're on the line, you look at the ref. Am I on? He'll tell you, take a step back, take a step up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're off the line, you let him know I'm off, so he can tell you, oh, well, take a step back because you're on right now.
Yeah, because you're on the line of scrimmage right now. You're covering the tight end. You're covering whatever the case may be.
Either way, your job is to check with him. It is not the ref's job to check with you.
And regardless of and it's crazy because it's not their job to check with us, and they still fucking do it. That's the cool part about it. That's the cool part about it. That's what people don't even realize because they've never played the game of football. But the refs don't have to do it, and they'll still check with us the whole time. And y'all want to know the cool part? I'll let everybody know the kicker. You ready? Defensive backs even check with the refs.
Yep.
Us defensive backs, we even check with the refs. We have to make sure we're not in the neutral zone. We're not lined up offsides. We even check with the fucking refs. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go 2 layers deep on this. Even as a receiver, once you line up and you look down the line, guess what you're looking at? The goddamn ball.
Ain't that crazy?
So you look to where you're lined up, to where the ball's lined up. If you are too far ahead of the ball, you need to know you need to back up. That then tells you to look at the ref. Am I good? Then there's another level to this. Patrick Mahomes, this is your fault. Because then the quarterback is supposed to check and make sure everybody's lined up right.
There it goes.
The quarterback.
There it goes.
Looks where the receivers are. Who's in the backfield? Who's on the line? That's your job. That's what I teach my quarterbacks. That's what I was always taught. Look, before you snap the ball, before you go through your cadence, you make sure everybody's set and everybody's in the right place. So it's not just the receiver's fault. This is the quarterback's fault for this. So you can get mad all you want. You can get mad all you want, Kermit. Get mad all you want. This is partly your fault as well.
I mean, you should know as a professional athlete where you lined up or where you need to be fucking lined up, bro. Like, there's literally no excuse. I really don't care. And for everybody that want to sit up there and say that, oh, they missed a call in the Dolphins game, bro. Y'all realize that they literally threw the flag right before he snapped the ball. And if you look on the film, you can actually see the ref trying to warn Kadarius Toney, hey, back your ass up. And he got it right here. Like, it's literally right here on his hip. His hand's right here on his hip. And he's telling you, back your ass up.
And
no? All right.
What the biggest thing I hate is, oh, well, they missed a pass interference call the week before. I was like, look, the hardest thing to do is to govern in-action play. Do they miss calls? 100%.
Absolutely.
But I will also tell you that NFL wide receivers turned into NBA basketball players to where they don't play for the ball no more. They play for the call.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
If you go up and get the football and you get hit, you'll get the call. But if you bitching and moaning because somebody just grabbed your waist a little bit and you throwing your arms in the air and you forget about the ball, then that's on you, dog. Like, just go get the ball. Stop every slight bit of contact. Receivers are throwing their hands in the air and play through it. My brother. I don't know if my brother's in the chat or not. I had a game. We was playing the Brooklyn Seminoles. I was playing and against my boy Gabe. Gabe played for the Seminoles. He used to play for us, but he went over to the Seminoles. I came off the line, gave him a little shake move at the top of the route. He grabbed me. I couldn't get loose. And I'm bitching with the ref, like, yo, he grabbing me. Ref, like, you gotta get off that. You gotta get off that. I said, I bet. My brother's looking at me, yo, stop bitching. Beat him. The next play, I went into the huddle. Told him, I said, I'm running the post. Do it again. Next play, beat him on the shake at the top of the route. Boom, touchdown. And I'm like, look, stop bitching. Just play the fucking game. And I know I come from a different time because physicality with DBs and receivers, that was a thing. Like you had to be physical to get off the line of scrimmage. You had to be physical.
It was a fight, bro.
In your routes. Yeah, like dudes were gonna grab and pull. Like there were times where I didn't even want to wear towels because a cornerbacks will grab your towel.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. As a cornerback, I definitely agree. This is facts. I definitely will
like
grab a towel.
All of that, wearing long jerseys and t-shirts. We didn't do like that was just extra stuff for dudes to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that, when dudes was cutting their jerseys right up underneath their shoulder, that was a reason. Everybody think it was, they're just trying to look dope. Nah, nigga, I just don't want shit. I don't want you grabbing on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the reason why a lot of players wear tape under their jerseys.
Yeah, like so nowadays, like receivers, they get they're soft in the sense of the second you go through your route and you get bumped by a linebacker, you get hit by a corner, or he just slightly grab an arm or a shoulder. But play through it. Make the ref make him make that call.
Yep. That's what my coach used to tell me. Make him make the call, right? Don't sit up there and ask for a call or complain and cry for a call. Make him make the call, right? Play football. That's what you're here for. That's what I tell people on my team. I tell people honestly, right? And this even goes for the captains, right? Because I understand the captains and the ref have a different relationship. But for me personally, I don't even fucking talk to them niggas, bro. Like, unless they warrant a conversation or unless they want a conversation, bro, don't talk to the refs, dog. You feel me? Like, do not conversate with them because it's only going to end up bad for you. There's nothing that's beneficial from talking to the refs. You feel me?
No.
Like, and me personally, I had to learn that, of course, the hard way, right? Because like, I'm so intricate in the game that when I see a bad call, when I see something happen, it's like, nah, I'm instantly on that, right? But I'm thinking like, I'm a player. I'm not a fucking ref, right? If they gonna make a fucking call regardless of the fact, they're gonna make a dumbass call regardless of the fact, right? And like Mel said, they're not gonna make perfect calls. They're not perfect, but we have literally seen. This is the reason why they bring in other officials and they have them talk about what happened on the game or in the game live on air. We've seen an actual official from New York literally disprove what refs have called on the field right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they literally do it on live television. So we'll all know, like, yeah, that's not a pass interference. Oh, that's not this. That's not this. That's not that. That's not this. Right. And nothing's being done. Right. Because at the end of the day, they're human. Right. And I heard, I think it was Greeny talk about this the other day on this radio show. He's like, yeah, like they just overcomplicated the instant replay system. I'm like, yeah, of course they do, because at the end of the day, they're leaving it up to human, because they know if you put too much power into technology, then there's always going to be a problem with something, right?
Because the problem is like, yo, this to watch grown people moving at the speeds that these people are moving, and then to try and that's pass interference, that's holding, that was this or that was that. It's too much. We're not going to get it correct every single time. The goal is to get it as close to perfection as we possibly can. Sometimes it's going to go in your favor. Sometimes it's not. Like, because I don't see people complaining in that same game where Patrick Mahomes was running towards the first down marker, was still in bounds. He got hit. And then they threw a flag for fucking roughing the passer or unnecessary
roughness.
And I was like, but he was in the field of play.
What's up with you, wrong boy?
But because he's a quarterback, we got to protect the quarterback. No, we got to protect the quarterback. Down marker. Like, I got to protect that first down marker. Sorry.
I got to protect field position. I got to protect time, because he's still in bounds, bro. Like, that's the reason. A lot of the stuff that's happened, right, especially with Kareem Jackson and him being suspended for literally playing football, like him literally, he's getting suspended and getting thrown out of games for playing football, right? Oh, you hit him too hard, so now you got to get out the game, right? It's like
running back getting fined.
You know what I'm saying? Running backs, Josh Jacobs, running backs, DeAndre Swift getting fined for simply dipping their shoulder
over.
And they're not even, and the thing is, like, when you look at the rule, right, it says the dippage or the duckage of the head. They're not ducking their head, right? And I don't even like to advocate for offensive players when it comes to this rule, but they're not ducking their heads, they're ducking their shoulders, and they're literally running motherfuckers the hell over. And they're literally getting fined for being too physical.
There was one hit that he got fined for where I was like, yeah, you got to put your head up. The last one he got fined for was a clean shot. It was a clean shot.
I would say every single one other than one were absolutely clean shots. Like, there's one where I can definitely be like, all right, bet, bro. Yeah. You know that was a rough one. But every single one either prior or after that one, yeah, nah.
They were clean shots.
Especially after his suspension. Like
those were clean shots. Like Sean Taylor, God rest his soul, couldn't play in this. Brian Dawkins could not play in this NFL. Brian Dawkins was destroying people. But y'all will call it unnecessary roughness now. Ronnie Lott would not be able to play safety in this league right now.
Ray Lewis wouldn't be able to play linebacker.
Ray Lewis. League. Like Lawrence Taylor as a defensive end.
Yeah.
Would not be as outside linebacker. Dog, the way that football is a violent sport. I don't understand why that gets lost on people. Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a collision sport.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things are not the same.
They're not one and the same at all.
Like, when you play football, when you know you get on that field, violence is about to happen.
Literal war.
Big, fast human beings in gladiator equipment smacking into each other.
At high speeds and velocities.
Like, how am I supposed to tackle Derrick Henry at 230 some odd pounds running a 4-4 without violence? Like, it doesn't work. Like, there's no way for that to work. How am I supposed to tackle Jerome Bettis? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to tackle Julio Jones, a DK Metcalf, a Deebo Samuel without violence? It doesn't work. Like, these are big, fast human beings.
And the thing about it, right? The thing about it is because, at least in Kareem Jackson's case, right? We have to do so much thinking before we make contact that, like we said every single time we talk about this rule, it's hard for us to really determine how exactly to make this player make this tackle when
we talked about that hip drop. That hip drop shit is the worst. Because
I think the hip drop is different than
I'm gonna hurt you more doing that than anything else.
I think the hip drop is different and more dangerous than just simply targeting, right? Because you're literally pulling down on somebody's weight as they're running forward and you're moving backwards, right? So that's literally a cancellation of force. Everybody who knows physics, right,
isn't playing to this day because of that.
Right? But the thing about targeting is when you see a receiver or when you see a running back or when you see a player go up for a ball, or when you see them go up for a ball, it's that split thought of how do I hit this person in order for me to not get a penalty, right? And so that split thought is like, damn, what are we supposed to do now? What are we supposed to do in that situation, right? Which 9 times out of 10 ends up with somebody fucking being hurt.
Yeah. Or because of the DB has to think about all the stuff that's happening, he half-assed the tackle, the receiver comes down, or the receiver catches the ball, and now he done picked up another 10, 15 yards because you couldn't hit him. You can't arm tackle most of these dudes in the league. They too fast or they too big.
A lot of them are just too fast.
Yeah, the
Like,
equalizer in
just be
all of
honest.
this has always been, I am going to hit you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna hit you hard.
Hitting people has always been the equalizer. The reason why, running backs, back in the day, we had Warwick Dunn was 175 pounds, 178 pounds. And they were saying there's no way he can take the physicality of the NFL because he's too small.
Mm-hmm.
But he did. And Warwick Dunn's one of my favorite players of all time. But because of the physicality of the game, linebackers used to be 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Linebackers today, 215.
Yeah, they run around about 215, 225 between
They're the
there.
size
They
of
want
safety.
fast. They want fast running backs. You know, they want fast running backs. I mean, not fast running backs, but they want fast linebackers who can cover. Like the time and age of linebackers that are strictly downhill because you got that big bowling ball running back on the opposite side of you, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those ones, right? You know, you got your Earl Campbells, you got your Jerome Bettises, you know those guys, right? And you have to have a big, thick, you know what I'm saying, muscular linebacker that can move, especially go downhill to meet that guy in the hole. Nowadays, right? You got running backs that are fast. These running backs don't enter the league coming in at 235, 240 no more. They're coming in more 215, 220, 216 around there. That's playing weight, right? So they were running backs that cannot not only have enough weight to kind of wiggle through the tackles and get through the tackles and grind out those power yards, but at the same time, they can split him out. They can get him here. They can get him there. They can get him in space because they know that they're also athletes, right? Which you've seen it, right? You've seen the change, right? You've seen the change between the linebackers that were strictly run stopping linebackers to now that you have these running backs that are so athletic and so strong. Not only strong, just upper body, but they're strong lower body, right? Like they're really, really low, like strong and low center of gravity, right? So now you have these guys you have the linebackers that are going against these super fast athletic guys, and they can't keep up. So now they have to counteract it, right? We got to go get linebackers that can cover. We got to go get linebackers that can fucking run sideline to sideline. Oh, well, all right, bet. Now we're going to go get more faster running backs. Now we're trying to eliminate the running back position altogether because it's more of a passing league. So it's just gonna keep counteracting. And that's ultimately the difference, right? Because back in the day, you didn't have to. You had your running backs, you had your receivers, you had your guys that did specific things. Now, you really don't know because you can have a Saquon and he can bust your ass in between the tackles for 150 and take you up over the top for 200. Like, same with CMC. Like, there's a reason why he's the best running back in the league. Deebo Samuel. Like, there's a reason why these guys have their there's a reason why these guys have they're like the cornerstone or the centerpiece of their offense, right? Because they're so athletic, they can do multiple things. And when you look at the defensive side of the ball, they're trying to essentially match that, right? You got corners that are longer to take out these high, fast receivers, right? You got linebackers that are faster and that are slimmer so that they can take out these running backs, right? You got safeties that are faster, that are stronger, that are bigger, so they can take out these other players, right? You got even the linemen, bro. Like, look at how linemen have changed from now compared to before.
Right.
Linemen are more slim now, right? They want them to be able to move, get out in space and blocking tackles and block corners and safeties on screens and zones, right? That's not how we played football back in the day. It was line up and get your ass pushed over in the box.
Yeah, we line up and we move. Look, I had offensive linemen. They would come out in the dirt because this is before turf and all that shit.
Yeah, before we got all fancy and shit.
Yeah, before we got all fancy, they would draw a line and they would look at the defensive end, the defensive tackle, nose guard, and be like, "That's where you're gonna end up." And that's where they was moving your ass right there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just to get back to this whole thing. It's just we understand that referees aren't perfect, right? But there are some things that you definitely have to chalk up as player error, bro. Like you have to be a professional, dog.
Kadarius Toney was wrong. He was wrong.
Y'all were offsides. I don't care, bro. Like at the end of the day, there's nothing that gives you the right. There's nothing that gives you the gall to sit up there and throw a whole ass fucking temper tantrum when you know this nigga was offsides.
Right. Like they and then they went back, and of course people got to justify. They were like, oh well, there were 4 other snaps during the game where he lined up in the same spot or offsides, and they didn't call it. That still don't mean that the ref had to wait till that moment to not call it.
It's like, bro, that doesn't make it any better, bro. Like that doesn't make
it better. That just tells me he's a dumbass.
Thank you. And he doesn't pay attention to detail.
Then on top of all of that, why didn't nobody on the sideline say, yo, you lining up offsides? Where's the fucking offensive coach? Where's the assistant coach? Where's the head coach? Why is nobody on the sidelines looking at him and like, yo, 19 is offside. 19 is offside. Tell him if they don't say nothing, pull him to the side, say 19. Back up. Like, you got a 53-man roster. You mean to tell me nobody saw him lining up offside?
That many fucking times? If he did it that many goddamn times?
If he did it that many times, nobody saw it? At all?
Nobody wanted to tell him. Nobody wants to be like, hey, help out your teammate, hold your teammate accountable for lining up offsides multiple fucking times. That doesn't make sense to me. If he did it multiple times, then why the fuck do y'all continue to let him do it? And y'all wonder why y'all haven't been playing good in these past few games, bro. It's because y'all are starting to unravel because you're unfucking disciplined. And everybody that wants to know why Kadarius Toney hasn't been playing and he's been healthy for the past few fucking weeks, finally, like fully healthy for the past few fucking weeks and hasn't been playing. Y'all want to know why he hasn't been playing? It's because he doesn't fucking understand the playbook. It's because his dumbass keeps lining up offsides.
Like, if the thing, like, as a player, Andre, and you know this, you have to know where you're lining up at. It shouldn't be someone else's responsibility to tell you where to line up.
You're a professional. You've been doing this.
You were taught in Pee-wee ball as a receiver. Yo, when you get to the line, check where your feet at. Look at the ball. All of these, you have your own checks before anybody even comes close.
Literally, you feel me? And that's the thing. Like everybody that wants to talk about this, I've been seeing it, and still people won't let it go. It's like, bro.
I know, Andre, I know you agreeing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like, no, we definitely know that. It's like there's so many people that I've talked to about the situation, and they're like, no, like and they want to bring up the Dolphins, and oh well, Jalen Waller did it this game too. The Dolphins got their ass whooped, and it wasn't a good game for them.
And that
game too.
And that part of it also made me sick because I was like, those aren't the two same reffing crews. Like they're not.
I didn't even want to bring that part up.
It's not even.
I didn't want to bring that part up because a lot of people don't seem to understand that. A lot of people don't seem to understand that there are multiple reffing crews, especially NBA teams.
It's like baseball umpires. Some umpires got a small strike zone. Some got a big strike zone.
Some got a big strike zone.
You got to adjust to the ref that's at the game. Like you should know. We had this conversation with the basketball, talking about Chris Paul and the ref that he got the issues with. It's like when you know there's a certain group of refs, you should know how their style of play is. The ref, my coaches always told me, you know how the refs are going to call the game by the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
If they're calling, if they're letting the DBs grab, they're gonna let the DBs grab all game.
Okay.
Like they're not going to change it up later on. They're not going to do it. If they're allowing physicality on the perimeters and stuff like that, just expect this is how the game is going to be all 4 quarters, dog.
And just to give people a little preface, right? Because a lot of people don't seem to understand this. I'm gonna give you everybody an example, right? There's a specific crew of refs in the semi-pro league that I play for, and everybody knows these refs, like notoriously knows these refs, right? And that's a good point, Tyrone. I'm gonna get to that.
That's a dope ass point, and that's exactly. Sometimes that's what the refs are doing. Like they're looking at it, and they're allowing you to correct it, and if you don't fucking correct it,
quite literally, bro. And that's like I said, I'm gonna get to that point in a second. Hold on, Tyrone, because you're cooking. I'm gonna get to that point in just a second, right? Like I said, there's a specific group of refs that literally, have it out for specific, players, right? That they remember, right? Now, before the game even kick off, we literally tell everybody, don't go talking to these refs. You already know how they are. You already know who they don't like, who they don't fuck with, and you already know who they're finna come out here and call these penalties on. There's one specific ref. She's a woman, and she really don't like. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but she really don't like men like that. I'm not even gonna cap. You feel me? So it's wild that she refs men semi-pro games. But that's here.
That's how she gets out her. But go ahead.
Probably. But anyways, the long story short, she always calls the ticky-tack like small infractions, like every single goddamn time. Every time.
Yes, they do. 100%.
The smallest ticky-tack infractions, bro. I'm talking about the smallest ones. And most of the time, they're really not even fouls. It's just she's just seeing the game differently and she's calling it how she sees it. Bet, that's cool. We tell people don't even talk to her, bro. She's going to sit there and argue with you. And that's the thing. She has a tactic, right? She's going to sit there and argue with you and try to get you worked up. She does it every game. Try to get you worked up. And then as soon as you say something, she's gonna throw you out the game. That's her tactic. That's what she does, right? So we already tell people to steer clear of her, right? Now, to go back to this point right here, right? Tyrone's first point, right? There are refs that will sit up there and tell you, hey, you're offsides. Hey, you were holding that play. Hey, you did that play. Hey, you did that play, right? Now, I didn't call it. I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let you know, hey, you was holding me, dog. You feel me? You might want to watch that, right? Now, or this is the thing about it. Sometimes they don't even tell you. They'll go tell your coach, hey, your guys holding. Your guy moving a little early, right? Especially for false start, because a lot of people say, oh, well, they don't call false starts every single time. They're talking to the coach, right? Because there's a side judge over there, right there by the fucking coach, and they have conversations a lot. Hey, Bill, your guy's moving early. All right, thanks, John. I'm gonna make sure I got it. The coach won't say shit to his guy. Hey, Bill, your guy's moving early. Bill, make sure you get him. All right, John, thank you. I got you. That nigga's not saying nothing to him, so he's probably telling, hey, Andy, 19, he's lined up in the neutral zone. Tell him to back up, or I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
Nothing.
But this is exactly
line up in the neutral zone. Tell him to back up. I'm gonna call it. Nothing. What happens the last time? He fucking calls it and he tells Andy, hey, I told you I'm going to fucking call it. So when Patrick Mahomes is sitting up there trying to spaz on him on the sideline, you can't do that. Because I've been in contact with your goddamn coach this whole fucking time telling him your receiver need to back his ass up or I'm going to fucking call him offsides.
What is the dude up? You got 8 coaches in the skybox. What are they looking at? They get snapshots on the tablet after every play. You mean to tell me nobody looked at it and be like, oh, shit, 19, make sure you lined up correctly because we're going to get a flag if they catch it. Like, there's so many ways that this could have been fixed that you can't even – I am mad at the Chiefs. I'm not even mad at the ref. Look, and what did we say?
Y'all the Super Bowl champions. Y'all supposed to
when the season started, I said, look, they are going to miss Eric.30. I said this. Like, people think that it's just, oh, well, he didn't call. He wasn't the primary play caller, or he wasn't this, and he was. There was things that he was doing that we are seeing the remnants of right now.
So, Mel, you remember when everybody tried to say that, or when there were some people, there's players on the Washington that tried to say that he coaches too hard, and you know that there's people that came out and was like, oh, well, he shouldn't coach so hard, and blah blah blah. He should listen to his players, all shit like that. Well, it seems like this is just to me. Seems like that there's some undisciplined. There's some undisciplined players going on over there.
Yeah,
and it seems like Eric.30 was the disciplinary coach, and I'm not saying disciplinary coach isn't a bad thing, right? Him being the guy who disciplines the team. No, I'm saying he's the guy who holds people accountable.
He holds them accountable.
So I don't think.
Remember, we had that conversation because who said that they got mad about how they was talking to him? Shady McCoy. He was saying, "Oh well, you can't."
I don't like Eric.30. Fuck Eric.30. I don't fuck with Eric.30.
You can't talk to star players like that. No, yes, you have to, because that's how you avoid this dumb shit. And you're absolutely right, Ty, because we said this, like, The quarterback is supposed to look at the fucking lineup. Hey, you get up. You take a step back. Make sure that you're not covering up the tight end. There's so many things that you have to do as the quarterback before you snap the ball so that the play can be a success. That's why they get paid all the damn money. You have to know your job and everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So
I mean, at the end of the day, there's no excuse.
No, there's no excuse. You should be mad at yourself, Patrick Mahomes. Mad at yourself. You should have saw
be pissed off at yourself. Pissed off at yourself. Be pissed off at your coaches. Like, maybe that's who you maybe that's who you were yelling at on the sideline. I don't know. I couldn't see the camera shot. But be pissed off at your coaches. Don't be pissed off at the ref. I get it. There are some times where the refs being pissed off at the refs is warranted, right? But that wasn't one of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all fucked up. Do better. Play better, Super Bowl champs. Y'all are defending Super Bowl champs. Play better. There's no other fucking excuse.
There's no excuse.
Do your fucking job. That's what my coach used to tell me, Mel. Do your fucking job. All right? If you're doing your job, that shit wouldn't fucking happen. Back your ass the fuck up. I guarantee you won't fucking do it. I guarantee you won't do that shit next game, right? Against us, against the Raiders. And sit there and fucking bitch and moan and fucking cry and complain. Tyreek Hill does it. It's a star receiver.
Coach, you had 2 penalties. You had one, the first one, he gonna let that guy. He gonna give you one to correct it. After that, sit over here with me.
Yeah, no, because my coach, shout out to TJ Ewing, he don't do stupid penalties. He don't do penalties at all. I ain't even lie to you. He don't call penalties. He call penalties low because at the end of the day, you should have known fucking better. So
see, I'm gonna talk about that coming up in a second. People think I'm a hater when I say shit, but I'm gonna get to exactly what you just said in a second. That is on the dock as well.
We'll be able to see that pretty soon because there was somebody that said Travis Kelce's on the downhill, not playing wise, just career wise, basically saying that he's thinking about hanging it up soon. That's
right.
What that means.
So let's get to a couple shows back, we attacked Big Head Media and their goofiness. So I want to get to a couple things. Let's see, where can we go first? We're gonna go here first. I want you to tell me your feelings on this. I'm pretty sure because you like me, so you've been scouring the internet.
I'm all the way on the interwebs and whatnot.
No, matter of fact, let's play a game. We're gonna play Who Is That? And you tell me, based off of these numbers, we like to do this stuff because the blind reveals are always amazing, and I like proving Big Head Media to be the morons that they are. Let's check
Absolutely, let's get it.
Let's check this out. To the left, you have a quarterback, and to the right, you have a quarterback, and these are their numbers. Now, right. And all of this has context. I'm gonna get to the context in a minute. Now, based off those numbers, who would you feel more comfortable being your quarterback? Just based off of the numbers.
Just based off the numbers. All right. Let me see. Just based off the numbers, I'm automatically thinking right. I know I'm lacking or I'm taking less touchdowns, but I'm taking less interceptions, taking a higher completion percentage and more yards.
Right. Now when we add context,
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But when you look at both their careers in the totality, they both only been to one Super Bowl. Right? I think Dan got an MVP. Joe got an MVP.
And
I get it. Trust me, I understand who Dan the man is. I love me some Dan Marino, man. But
my thing is, okay. Look, I'm gonna add another one. I'm gonna add a whole nother layer to this. Let's add another layer to it. I love my running back. Got 16,000 yards, 81 touchdowns, 4.3 yards per carry, opposed to 12,000 yards, 65 touchdowns, and 4.2 yards per carry. Where you gonna take this, sir? Who you want lined up in your backfield?
Oh, you know I need left.
All right.
You know I need that left, man.
Okay. Now I'm gonna change it.
Look at that. Ain't that crazy? Oh man, it's crazy because I knew the left was Frank Gore. I just love Frank Gore.
But see, without context, shit get goofy because this generation loves numbers. They just want to throw numbers at people. Oh my God, like he had, and I'm gonna show you. This is the origin of all of it. This is the origin of what this shit is, and this is the stupidity that big head media loves to spew to the world.
I'll whisper something to you right now. I don't want to alarm anyone. I'm gonna say it in a whisper, but Cam Newton, you had a worse career than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has had a better NFL career than Cam Newton. Look at these numbers. Is that not shocking to you that Cam has had a better career, Dak has had a better career than Cam? Now, Cam won an MVP, obviously, went to a Super Bowl. But Dak Prescott, look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Folks.
Yes, they do. 100%.
Is that right? And see, look, and that's what when people sit up there and tell me that numbers don't lie, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure numbers don't lie? Because they definitely do lie. And that's I knew everybody was gonna do this, man. I knew everybody was gonna do this. I knew everybody was gonna do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, bro.
This is dumb. To fix your mouth and say that Dak Prescott has had a better career than Cam Newton is absolutely ridiculous. They're not even on the same atmosphere when it comes to careers. They're not. And don't give me numbers. Like, numbers don't tell the entire story. Like, let's not do that. Like,
All right. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and cook Mr. Whatever the hell his name is on Colin Cowherd's show, man. First of all, you realize that Dak has been through not only one coach, but two coaches, been to the playoffs multiple times with both of those coaches, and been bounced from the playoffs with better teams than Cam Newton has had. See, look, this is the thing, right? The one time that Dak Prescott actually looked good enough to take his team to the next level is they lost to the Packers from Aaron Rodgers' throw. This is the cool part about it, right? I don't really want to hear somebody that has a better career than somebody else when you can't even manage the clock correctly, bro. Like, let's just be honest, dog. You can't even manage the clock correctly. You have the Niners on the ropes and you lose the game because y'all don't know how to correctly manage the clock. And it's crazy because that was your problem all season, and that hadn't been fixed literally all season. So how is somebody who is supposed to be the leader of the team can't fix a simple solution like time management? Cam took a worse team to the Super Bowl, had a better career with a worse team. Even after he came back from his injury, you can argue that he played better than Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott still led the league in interceptions at that time. Yeah, or was still high in the league in interceptions at that time. So you've had a better career. You've had a better roster than Cam since you came into the league, and have yet to amass anything other than one playoff win. And Cam has a Super Bowl appearance with the worst roster. Like, come on now, he was throwing to Ted Ginn and Greg Olsen. Like, numbers can't, because you can't tell me that numbers dictate who's better, because I was arguing with people when Cooper Kupp won the Triple Cup that he's the second best wide receiver in the league, and everybody's telling me no. And I'm like, well, the numbers clearly dictate that, right? Like, he's got to be a top 2-3 wide receiver in the league. Oh, no, nah, he's not even top 5. I was like, so, but the numbers say that he is. Papa. But, or is it that you only use the numbers when it suits you? Damn right. Welcome in, my boy.
Like, come on now, like,
and the numbers argument. The numbers argument really irritates me, especially when it comes to, because you can put up all of these beautiful ass numbers, all of these great ass numbers, and not have anything to show for it. Right?
Nothing.
At the
You
end
have,
of the
you
day,
have nothing to show for it. Because prime example. Let's because we're gonna get to the quarterbacks here in a little bit anyway. Because Shock Jock Josh, whatever his name is, TikTok, he's been following us, he's been supporting the show. I fucks with you, my guy. But I caught him in a whole conundrum about numbers. And he was telling me, well, name your top 5 quarterbacks. So I named my top 5 quarterbacks. And he said, oh, putting Jared Goff above Dak Prescott. Because I said Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, and somebody else are all about. You can interchange them between 9 and 10. And he was like, Jared Goff to hit a Dak Prescott is crazy. And I'm just like, well, you said based off of the numbers this season, Jared Goff is like the 3rd highest rated passer in the fucking league. I was like, when you going by yards, he's 3rd. And I was like, and he was just like, the numbers this. I was like, so you're telling me based off numbers, Sam Howell is the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL right now?
That's basically what they mean.
And he said yes. And I was like, you're crazy.
Yeah, that's basically what they mean. It's absolutely asinine. Like the stat. This is why I tell everybody that 1, you don't know what you're talking about, and 2, watch more football, because a lot of y'all don't watch games, bro. A lot of y'all will sit up there and just watch the fucking box score and watch, because this is the thing, right? It's the thing, and I'm gonna call some motherfuckers out, bro. I'm gonna call some motherfuckers out. A lot of y'all don't watch football. A lot of y'all don't watch football for the simple fact that you love the game of football. A lot of y'all don't watch football to even understand the game of football, because 1, you don't understand the game of football. A lot of y'all only watch the box score, and the box score only matters because you're strictly sports bettors. You are not a football or sports fan. You are a betting fan. You have a gambling problem and you need help. That's the reason why you people only watch or only pay attention to the numbers, because at the end of the game, what is the only thing that matters in a sports bet? The numbers. That's the reason why you guys don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about when it comes to sports. It's because you guys are too busy only watching the fucking box score, because you're only concerned about the numbers. Oh, how many yards he had. Oh, how many this he had. Oh, he had 300 yards. He had 400 yards. He had this. Get the fuck out of here. Watch the actual goddamn game. Learn something, right? Go read a fucking book. Go read a fucking playbook. Go read the rule book. I don't fucking know. Go play the game of football. Go play flag football or something. I don't know. They got flag football leagues, right? For adults.
Can I ask you? You're a football player, right? You play semi-pro football, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You played in college, right?
Yep, sure did.
Okay. Let's get, because this is all going to tie itself into the next topic that we're going to have. Because Cam, again, I defended Cam on one end. I'm going to disagree with Cam on another one. And it's all about what we talked about last week. We keep trying to tell y'all, if you watch this show, if you hear every Friday, you don't need to watch that other bullshit the rest of the week, because we attack it before they get there. Okay? We talk about it before they get there, and all they do is just regurgitating all the stuff that we already said.
Yep.
So the conversation was, like we did it before, whatever. Game changers versus game managers. I am of the belief, Mullers, you can tell me if you believe this as well, that every quarterback is a game manager. Mm-hmm. And absolutely. I gave my examples on why every single quarterback is a game manager, because they have to manage the game, Patrick Mahomes. So if a guy lines up for off sides and you see it and you tell him, hey, take a step back, you're managing the game. When you get the 2-minute drill, you're managing the game. When you speed the tempo because you see the defense is kind of off balance, you're managing the game. When you changing up the snap counts, fast snap, we're going to go on 3, first sound, no sound, you're managing the game. When you realize, shit, they can't stop the run, we got a pass play called, I'm audible to a run play, you're managing the game. This is what quarterbacks do.
That word just keep coming up.
Every quarterback that you have ever seen is a game manager. Every single one. Now, let's get to the other part of it. The game changer.
Mm-hmm.
The game changer part is athleticism or intellect. The way you can change a game and be a game changer may be totally different from mine, but that doesn't mean I'm not a game changer. And the reason why we're talking about this is because of Brock Purdy. Everybody wants to label him as something that he's not. Brock Purdy is a game changer and he's a great game manager. I'll give you examples on you've seen what he does as far as game manager goes. This is where he becomes a game changer. But his game changer is different than a Cam Newton. Okay? Y'all ready for this? Did he change the game differently from when Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback?
Absolutely.
How about Trey Lance?
Definitely.
Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when he came, the team completely transformed. This is a totally different team when he's under center. If you take him from under center and you put somebody else in that same spot, can they do what he does? At this point in time, the answer to that is no.
No, sure can't.
So that makes him a game changer. And then I got another person that said, oh, well, he's a system quarterback. That's even dumber because every quarterback is a system quarterback.
A system quarterback.
Then the same person said, not true. Elite quarterbacks can play in any system. I said, really? Can you take Peyton Manning and put him in the Baltimore Ravens offense and run Lamar Jackson's offense? No.
Nope.
Doesn't work that way. Because Peyton Manning requires a system that suits his abilities. The same way the Ravens require a system to suit their abilities. That's why your backup quarterback has to mirror your starting quarterback. Do you know who the Ravens just signed to be their backup quarterback? Lamar Jackson Light, Malik Cunningham. Like, I don't understand. Y'all don't, like, people like to talk football, but y'all don't know football. Like, stop doing that.
That's crazy because I say this all the goddamn time. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Okay? Like I said, you guys are box score watchers. You guys don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. What Cam wanted to say, or what he should have said, was, yes, there are game managers, right, which every fucking quarterback is, and there are game changers, which, again, every single fucking quarterback is, because what happens when the backup comes in the game? The game fucking changes. You obviously can't run the same plays because this person isn't athletic as this person. And that person doesn't have as strong as arm as that person, whatever the case may be. So that's the reason why they have a system in place so that both of these quarterbacks, or all the quarterbacks on even down to the running back, they all learn the system, and so that they can produce it. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. What Cam wanted to say, or what he should have said, was there's a difference between a game manager or a regular quarterback or a good quarterback and a playmaking quarterback, right? Because playmakers and somebody who manages the game, right? Because you can be a playmaker, a game manager, and
it's the same person. Those people,
and they're all the same person, right?
They're the same. Steve Young was a game manager and a game changer because of his legs.
Right? And a playmaker, right? Because of his legs, right? You can say the same thing for Cam. You can say the same thing for Lamar. You can say the same thing for all of these guys, right? Joe Montana, the Dan Marinos, right? They make plays out of nothing, right? And I think that's what Cam was probably more getting at, right? But even then, you can't sit up there and say that these guys aren't playmakers in their own right, because a lot of the times they're making the plays out of nothing, right? When a quarterback is every single offense has a set play, right? So what happens when the defense takes away that first read, Mel, and on offense?
As a quarterback, well, you go to second read, and if you can't get
go to second read, and then
you go to second read, and then the second read, get the fuck out of that.
Yeah, okay, so he's basically going through your progression, right? So what happens when a quarterback goes through his first, second, and third read? The rush is coming at him. He runs around for a little bit and then finds an open receiver down the field. Is that not making a play? Is that not being a playmaker?
That's playmaking. And people, what Cam is trying to say, and what people, I don't know how. I'm gonna articulate it so everybody can understand. This is what we do. This is why you come to our show. Moolah's gonna give you his nuggets. I'm gonna give you my nuggets. GQ gonna give you his nuggets, and with Micah B here, he gonna give you his. But this is what happens. As a quarterback, if I don't have the requisite legs of a Lamar Jackson, as a Cam Newton, a Randall Cunningham, a Michael Vick, my playmaking has to come from the dudes around me.
Or has to come from somewhere else, right?
Yeah. See, Brock Purdy doesn't have to be the quote unquote game changer when he has game changer wide receiver to his left.
But at the same time, Mel, right? At the same time, right? If Brock Purdy is in the pocket and he breaks 3 or 4 sack attempts and looks down the field and finds Brandon Ayuk, is that not a playmaking?
Yeah,
play?
I'm gonna get.
Okay. I just want to make sure. No, I just want to make sure. Go ahead. I just want to make sure
because they like to discredit the fact that somebody has weapons around them that they can't be that good because he's got Devo, he's got Christian McCaffrey. They built the team. That's it's 11 guys. You got to have 10 other guys with you to make this shit happen. But the difference is, see, Cam never played with dudes like that. So they relied on Cam and his legs to do what Cam does. Kind of like Michael Vick. Kind of like what they're doing to Lamar, but they gave Lamar weapons so that they can relieve. Because the thing about it is, to have a game-changing running quarterback is cool until he can't run no more.
Mm-hmm. Now he has to rely on what?
Then they're like, you got to get him weapons on the outside so he don't got to rely on his legs so much. But if you got to pick and choose what you want. Allow every team to be built the way the team is supposed to be. If I got weapons on the outside and weapons in the running back, I don't need to be, quote unquote, a game changer because I have game changers around me.
That's the reason why Justin Fields got drafted so high and everybody wants to be so low on him now.
Right,
he had a whole bunch of game changers around him. He wasn't just a game changer himself. He had a whole bunch of game changers around him. That's the reason why we tell people to build offenses, build rosters.
Right. And then look at Patrick Mahomes. They want to call Patrick Mahomes a game changer, but what happens when he can't change the game because of the things that are around him?
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, because I said this before, Moolah has said this before on this show. Football is the most dependent sport you could ever fucking play. Because everybody is dependent upon everybody else. A receiver is only as good as the dude that's throwing the ball. The guy throwing the ball is only as good as the person catching it. And even if you got a dope wide receiver and a dope quarterback, if the offensive line is trash, none of it works. Everybody, the quarterback is dependent on the offensive line and the wide receivers. The receivers are dependent on the offensive line and the quarterback. Running backs are dependent on the wide receivers and the offensive line. Defensive line is dependent upon the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks are dependent upon the defensive line. Linebackers are dependent upon the daggone defensive line. Everybody needs every single person. And then even those 11 guys are dependent upon the coaches on the sidelines to call the right play.
Come on.
All of this works in concert. Everything. There is no one person that's going to make this shit work. Not one. There hasn't been one person in NFL history to do anything by themselves.
Literally. And when you look at NFL rosters and you look at teams that have won a Super Bowl, that have been part of these dynasties, right? There's never just it's never just one guy. It's never just the quarterback that has their name. Because when you look at people, right? When you go look them up, right? Go pro Football Focus, right? Or Pro Football Reference, and it has their name lit up in gold to signify Hall of Fame, right? When you go look at the teams of the players of those teams, it's not just one person. It's not just the quarterback. It's a few people, right? They got a D-line there. There's a few linebackers, a receiver, running back, maybe an O-line, tackle, guard, something like that, right? It's a team. It's
seems
very
to ask Ray
team-oriented.
Lewis how valuable Tony Siragusa was to him. Go ask him. I'm gonna tell you, like, you can't, even as bad as we want to say, oh well, you know, Cam was throwing to Ted Ginn. Go look at Ted Ginn's stats that year. We can talk all the craziness we want about Ted Ginn. He was still putting them numbers.
Yeah, and it's like the reason why we, and this is the reason why we bring up Ted Ginn. First of all, Ted Ginn, we love you, dog.
Yeah, no, it's just, you know, we understand who Ted Ginn is.
Exactly. Everybody who understood who Ted Ginn was, right, and why he was drafted and why he was even in the league, understood that it was absolutely fucking insane for him to be Cam's number one fucking receiver.
Right.
That's the reason why we're talking about it, because it was like, hold on, Ted Ginn, and I get it, right? He's a Blazer. He runs 4.3, right? Went to Ohio State. We get it, but you mean to tell me that you couldn't? You do what? The man's had mop fingers. Okay, he couldn't catch a toddler if a toddler. I'm trying to tell you, he couldn't catch an egg, dog.
Like
eggs hit his hands and break.
Like
it was insane. So the reason why a lot of people give Cam a lot of credit is because he took, and I seen somebody say this dumbass shit the other day, right? Oh, well, he had one of the best defenses in the league. He had one of the best linebackers in the league. Let's relax here.
The defense was okay, even if he did. But this is the part of why I said what I said. The offense is relying upon the defense the way the defense is relying on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, football is a complementary sport. Like, the offense complements the defense the same way the defense complements the offense. Because if the defense can get the offense a short field so they don't have to march the ball 80 yards all the damn time, that is a plus. If the offense can put points on the board, that helps the defense, because now it forces the opposing offense to get out of their script, to get out of the things that they want to do. Now, if they down 14, the defense knows they got to put the ball in the air. They got to put it up. So now those pass rushes can pin their ears back. Cornerbacks don't got to worry about the run so much. Like, everybody helps out. Everybody.
That's what it is.
Like, come on, man. Like, we got to stop this. We diminish players for doing what they're supposed to do. Like, Brock Purdy is supposed to just get the ball to Deebo Samuel. He's supposed to get the ball to Brandon Ayuk. He's supposed to get it to George Kittle. That's his job.
The reason why I don't like that, right, is because you're trying to pedestal or glorify one player and act like he's the end all be all without, you know, giving everybody else their credit, right? And this is the reason why I always say, like, I'm not one of those people that want to blame the quarterback for everything. He lost us on the quarter. I get it, right? It's a football thing. That's what we do, right? That's why they play quarterback, is because they're going to end up taking all the blame anyway. But me personally, I don't blame everything that happens in the game on the quarterback, right? Like, I've been saying it since the beginning of time, right? Everything is not this one person's fault, because he needs other people and to step up in order to make plays, just like he needs to step up and make plays. So it's just annoying that people try to sit up there and boast up these guys. Oh, well, you're not the same way as that guy. You're not the same as that guy. You're not the same as that guy. Like, none of that shit matters, bro, because at the end of the fucking day, if that guy didn't have all these other fucking guys, that guy wouldn't be that guy.
I'm going to go back to my original question, because we live in an era where I asked another guy this question. I was like, would you rather have a quarterback who threw for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns, but y'all lost by 3? Or have a quarterback who threw for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns, and y'all won by 14 points?
That's a good point.
Who had the better game? The quarterback who threw.
I mean, I'm always interested to hear people's answers whenever whenever that question is asked, because that tells me directly your football knowledge right there.
Right, because the goal for a quarterback, the goal for any team is to win the game. I don't care how you do. If you threw for 600 yards and we lost the game, you did not help me win. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is where, because they'll tell you that the dude who threw for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns was a game manager. The defense won the game. How many yards did the running back have? It's a team game. You know that, right? You know it's a team game,
crazy.
Right?
It's because you know this wild because that you bring it up because they literally did it to Derek Carr this past week. Everybody wanted to put this narrative out there that he played bad and all this stuff like that. Like drop the first half stats and drop the video of his lineman, spazzing on him, which you have no room to talk, good sir, because you was getting your ass kicked that fucking game. But that's neither here nor there. They won the fucking game, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like they won, like regardless of the fact of what you got to say about what y'all got to say about your starting quarterback, y'all won the game. So, like, I really don't understand it. It's just like when everybody try to say Jalen Hurts fell off after this year. It's like but they're winning though. They're undefeated. How did he fall off?
To win the game, like I don't get it. But people want to see gaudy numbers. They want to see, he threw for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. Did they win? No, they didn't win because the defense. No, see, sometimes this is where managing the game comes into play. This is why I say all quarterbacks are game managers. At some point, you got to realize, you know what? Maybe we need to use the clock. So I'm gonna run the ball more. You know what? Instead of snapping the ball with 12 seconds left on the play clock, I'm gonna snap it at 2. Like all of this is game management, people.
The biggest example of game managing, I don't care, is the 2-minute fucking drill, 2-minute warning. Period. 2-minute drill. It's the biggest example of game managing because you have to manage time, you have to manage field position. There's a lot of shit that you have to manage at that point in time. You have to manage situation, right? Formation, right? You have to read what the defense is doing. All of this is on the fucking fly because 9 times out of 10, the coach really isn't giving you to play like that. You already have a set specific script of plays that you already have burned into your mind and you already know what to do and how to fucking run it, where to run it and at which point in time and where to call the run play and when to call the pass play and you're only going to the sideline. That's managing the game, bro. Me and Mel are tired of hearing this. Okay, we're sick of it.
It's weird to me. It's very weird. Can you have a very athletic quarterback that can add an element to what you do? Yes.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't make him any more or less than the game manager than the dude who don't do it.
Yeah, the dude who uses his mind to improvise instead of his legs. So, I mean, there's really no difference. Every single quarterback is a game manager. They're a game changer, right? There are playmakers that make more exciting plays than other playmakers, but it really don't matter, bro. Y'all put too much fucking attention and pressure on these fucking quarterbacks, and then when they don't play or have the career or have the game that y'all want or that y'all wish, then y'all want to be bitching about it and crying and all that bullshit.
Every quarterback isn't an elite quarterback. Elite quarterbacks that's a handful of dudes, if that. Everybody else in the league is just a guy. They're guys. And that's not a bad thing. It's not. Like, guys have won Super Bowls. Jeff Hostetler won a Super Bowl.
Brad Johnson
won a Super Bowl. Trent
Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
Like, these are just guys. They're not super duper talented. There are guys that are super duper talented that don't have Super Bowls.
Like Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Let me say it again. Trent Dilfer, the same guy who can't keep his cool with coaching high school and college players, won a Super Bowl. You don't have to be that guy to win a Super Bowl. Dan, we just brought up Dan Marino. How many rings he got?
Super talented. 0 rings. Like, Tom Brady understood how to play the position of quarterback. He's not super talented. He just understood how to play the game.
There's a reason why he was the second to last pick.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's just we want to. They do things for clickbait and want to be able to. Oh, well, how can we jog the masses and just say something outlandish? Like, we'll go to Colin Cowherd when he does. All of a sudden, he called the Miami Dolphins a spray tan. Like, oh, they're not really that. They're only good for a little bit. Like the Dolphins, because they lost to the Titans. Teams lose. Nobody goes undefeated.
That's the reason why it's called Any Given Sunday. The reason why they say that. The reason why that phrase, that saying exists is because on any given fucking Sunday, anything can fucking happen. Literally. Like, who predicted the Chiefs losing week 1 to the Lions?
I did.
Nobody. Well, we did, of course, but nobody else. No, a lot of you other fucking football fans wouldn't have fucking seen it. Y'all didn't see it because y'all were fucking shocked that it fucking happened. When we told y'all that Jared Goff was already undefeated against fucking Pat Mahomes, and he still is to this day. Sorry, he's never beat Pat Mahomes. So it's like there's a lot of shit that can happen in a game that y'all motherfuckers can't you just can't come out there. But nobody thought that Eli was gonna come out as an 8-8 team and take the Giants to the Super Bowl and beat an undefeated Tom Brady Patriots team. Nobody thought that shit. Twice. Everybody had Tom Brady and the Patriots. It was in the bag. They're undefeated. They got Bill Belichick. They got Tom Brady. They got Randy Moss. Oh my gosh!
Because you know what that means. Remember the old saying they used to say? They don't use it no more because it's an old head thing. Styles make fights.
I mean, it's true because now they don't care about that because money makes fights now. But before, matchups. It was all about matchups.
It's all about matchups, man. Sometimes you just don't match up good against somebody.
Literally, like
it don't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how bad you think they are. Remember the term they used to use? Remember this back in the day? Trap game.
Man,
like, didn't the Cowboys lose to the Cardinals in the second week of the season?
Sure did.
Like, we see this happen all the time, dog. Like, this is not nothing new. Just because you lose a game does not mean you aren't as good as you're supposed to be. You got beat. You got beat.
Just like that.
Perfect example.
Just like that. Just like that. Because Buster was getting his ass whooped in that fight. At first.
Like, there's
at first.
Sometimes you just aren't on your A game that day.
Sometimes you just don't have it. Shit. Look at the game of the Warriors last night. Shit. You got fucking Clay that finally woke up and had a resurgence of his goddamn career. And Steph was off. It happens. Shit happens. Okay.
It happens. It's like it's not the end of the world because you lost a game. Like, that's not how that works. But you watch media and they'll tell you, oh, see, Georgia, they ain't that good. Look, they lost to this team. Okay, but you do know that doesn't change anything. Like, they're still a good team, though. Because what we've all come to find, well, at least, the people that work this show and are part of this, great conglomerate, from the sidelines is they're going to feed you narratives and y'all are going to eat it up. We don't do that.
Yeah, that's all they want.
We don't do that. We go against the grain on that.
Y'all don't eat it up and they want y'all to be sitting up here clickbaiting and stuff like that and sit up there mad in their comments and all the shit like that. Nah, we're going to give y'all the real breakdowns, man. They
want you to believe that it's okay for the Dallas Cowboys to lose to the Cardinals because, that's a get-right game for them. That's to give them, more power and push through and a wake-up call. But if the Dolphins lose to the Titans, the Dolphins ain't that good.
Dolphins ain't that good.
Because the media loves the Dallas Cowboys. They don't love the Miami Dolphins.
And just to speak on the media and Dallas Cowboys, right? Because there was something that was said a few weeks back, and I've been meaning to bring it up, but it kind of slipped my mind. But there was something said a few weeks back, and I just thought that it was funny that it was said a few weeks back in the light that Dak has been playing a lot better, right? There was a specific gentleman on some unknown show that's irrelevant that wanted to talk about how Dak is going to be. Him and his wife or his girlfriend or fiance. I really don't know at that point, but him and his lady are expecting, right? And he basically has some choice words saying that this is not it's a distraction, and he of all people doesn't need the distraction, and he's going to be playing, but all the stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, okay, for sure, that's interesting, right? Because it's interesting that people have so much to say about people's personal life, right? And it's funny, right, that Dak actually came out and literally said that he wants to keep the situation private, right? Like he doesn't really want the media to know or to be in his business like that with his girlfriend carrying his first child, right? And rightfully so, right? You can keep that stress off her, definitely, 100%, right? Definitely keep the stress off the mother of his child, right? But this dickhead, I forgot his name. His name doesn't really matter. But this dickhead wanted to make it a point to say that having a child was going to be distracting, and Dak Dak isn't at the point of time in his career where he needs a kid, and all of this stuff like that. And I just wanted to say to that person, for one, shut up because you're dumb as hell. Two, it's actually a wonderful thing when you have kids because they actually give you more motivation. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, I don't know if people knew that, but kids actually give you more motivation, right? So when you can have your daughter or your son come out there in football games and watch you play, you can go up and kiss him and hug him after the end of the game. That shit, it just hits different. But just want
to. You had your children on the sidelines.
Every game.
My daughter was always at everything. Like my daughter,
every game.
There was one time I came to the sidelines and she was about. I was like she's about 5 or 6, and she was like, I saw you, right? What are you talking about? Oh, you missed that block.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was just like, what? She's like, no, you missed that block. Don't do that. Like we block over here. It's my daughter. She's 6.
Yeah, it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. That's just something that you know what I'm saying. Just something that we don't tolerate, right? So I just definitely wanted to bring that up. Just because it's like Craig Carlton live, that's his name, Craig Carlton. So just wanted to bring that up and say that ever since that you said that, and ever since Dak found out that his wife is expecting, he's been playing a lot better to the point where everybody has him as an MVP candidate. So probably should be quiet.
Yeah, and like I said, like big head media is so they like creating narrative. They want you to let's take my guy Russell Wilson. I've been on the Russ train all year. Even when the Broncos was losing, I say, look, it's not a Russ thing. It's not a Russ thing.
Sean Payton thing.
Sean Payton and the defense thing. They need to figure it out. They figured it out. Everybody, Russ he don't look like old Russ, and Russ is washed up. Russ needed it. He's paying too much attention. He's too concerned about being a celebrity and being, Sierra's husband and all this shit that they said on a public television show. They done won their last 6 games? What is it?
Yep. I think so. Yep, 6, 7. They kept off 7 straight. Sure. Or I think they might have just lost.
Now all of a sudden, everybody's tone changed. Oh, Russ is looking like that. Russ is that guy. Like, if he can get them into the playoffs, then who knows? Maybe he could be the MVP. No, see, if you watch the games and you did your research the way we do our research here, you would have never came to the conclusion that y'all was at. You would have understood, like, no, Russ is still playing pretty good. His receivers could do better. The stuff that y'all are talking about, that's the problem with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Like, they were going through the same issues with Jerry Jeudy. Like, all of those things was happening. The defense wasn't playing well. The reason why the Chiefs was able to win some of those games that they were winning was because of the defense. It had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. That's part of the reason why they lost the first game, because the defense didn't play well the first game against the Lions.
So now they want to give Russ all these flowers and explain to you and tell everybody how great he's playing and how good the Broncos look, and if they keep surging, they could be a tough out in the playoffs, and should they make it, and this all of these things now. It's like, but if you were just watching the games, you would have never been talking crazy about him from the beginning.
I mean, yeah, he's never really been playing bad football. The only time you could say that Russ was playing bad football was last year, right? That was literally the only time.
Yeah, strictly this year.
But this year, He's been on a legitimate resurgence, right? Like the off-season workouts that he was doing, like they're definitely paying off. He looks stronger. He looks healthier, right? There hasn't been any aspect or any point in time where you can look at Russ and be like, damn, looks like he's kind of lost a step. No, he's moving again in the pocket. He's moving again outside the pocket. He's creating plays with his leg, extending the pocket. He's finding receivers downfield. And you see that tight baseball type throw down the field when he throws bombs and stuff.
Oh, Russ can't. He don't got the deep ball no more. What has he been doing?
I was gonna say, hey, call if he don't got the deep ball no more, then I would just say go ask Cortland Sutton about that.
Yeah, but this is what happened.
I feel like Cortland Sutton could tell everybody perfectly because man's been making one.
You've been dropping shit in the bucket to Cortland Sutton.
It's straight in the goddamn bread basket, dog. The bread basket.
Yeah, but if you don't watch the games and you just listen to sports media talk, they would have you believe that Russell Wilson is playing like ass. And that's not the case. But this is, like I said, these are the narratives that they want to build up and want to get you to believe about, certain players that they like and other players that they don't like. They want to skew your opinions on these players.
It's all narratives, bro. They want specific narratives to be pushed so that they can control it. So at the end of the day, they can sit up there and be like, yeah, I started that. I control that narrative. This is the reason why all of this stuff is happening. This is the reason why a lot of these people are on this bandwagon or on this hype because I said it. It's like, you're wrong, though. So there's that.
I got one more question. Who the fuck is Tommy DeVito?
Hey, my boy Tommy, huh? Tommy DeVito, huh? Put more sauce on the pasta, huh? More parmesan.
Because look, I'm all for the underdog story. But is this an underdog story or bad evaluation by the New York Giants? And what I mean by bad evaluation by the New York Giants, I'm saying is he looks like a better quarterback than what's his name? Danny Dimes.
I feel like every single quarterback that they have is a better quarterback than Danny Dimes right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you because I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Because Tyrod missed. Because matter of fact, because when Tyrod came in, they looked good. So
they missed, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and flat out fucking say it. They missed with Danny fucking Dimes, bro. They missed with him. You missed. You fucking missed. Because there's no way that you pay this guy $40 million a year, $140 million quarterback to be worse than your starters. Or worse than your backups. I'm sorry.
He's worse than the third string quarterback.
He's worse than the backups. This guy, Tommy DeVito, came from the USFL?
I don't know where.
The USFL, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive because I remember him playing in the USFL. But my boy Tommy DeVito either came from the USFL or the XFL, was one of those. And he is out there balling. You got Tyrod Taylor, who the Chargers ultimately charged him.
Tyrod Taylor,
he's out there balling.
He just has bad luck.
Yeah, honestly, he just got bad luck.
I'm just gonna say he has bad luck.
My son is over here agreeing, I guess. But they missed. I know everybody fell in love with him running and he's so mobile. He's a mobile quarterback and he can run and he reached the 25 miles per hour. And bro, I don't care, bro. He cannot throw the goddamn ball. He can't stay healthy. He's just not good.
Not good.
It's not good. They missed. Y'all missed, bro. It's fine. I get it. Y'all are trying to save face right now, but either I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, you got to see what you can. Shit, you got to pack it up. You know what I'm saying? Pack it up. Shit, put him on the bench. I don't know. Send him away for something. Yeah. I don't know. But at this point in time, you gotta chalk your losses up as they come, man. Because you brought this guy in, you paid him, and now what? You know,
now, do you take the ball from Danny DeVito? I mean, I said Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito? I don't think so. I think you owe it to the team to see what you got.
Honestly, shit, why not? Why not? Right? Why not? Shit, if we gonna sit up there and we're in a rebuild, I mean, y'all ain't got no goddamn receivers anyway. Y'all got Wan'Dale Robinson and y'all got a young Jalen Hyatt, who I hope figures it the fuck out.
Right. He's just a
Honestly.
fast motherfucker.
He's just a fast motherfucker who don't know how to create separation and don't know how to be consistent. But if he can figure it the fuck out, y'all might have a fucking gym in him, right? And if y'all can use Wandale right, then and hopefully Darren Waller decides that he wants to stay healthy and his hamstring can stay up for a fucking season. Y'all might be solid, right? With the boy Danny back there, man. You know what I'm saying? Or Tommy back there. I keep calling him Danny DeVito because
I said Danny twice. So
you know what I mean? Because
that's the only DeVito I knew before this.
Thank you. That's the only DeVito that I know. Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But shout out to the Syracuse / Illinois quarterback, man.
Right. So I had on the dot that Brandon Staley needs to be fired, but that happened. So just so y'all know, we are always ahead of this bullshit.
Yeah, we told y'all.
We always on top of that.
We told y'all.
But we are at that point of the show where I want to, I got to figure out how to get my boy in here. Give my motherfucking boy Zachariah his love.
Hey, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Because, wait, though. Did y'all see? Did y'all see Zachariah Wilson last week, man? That was out there slaying at y'all.
But I also want people to understand it. Understand what Zachariah has done this season. See, he beat the Jets. He beat the Chiefs. Like, think about the defenses he has had very good games against. Like, soak that in. Like, I want people to understand. Like, all he needs is confidence. And angry Zach Wilson clearly is the best Zach Wilson because that Texans defense is not. That's a good defense.
It's pretty good defense.
Is really good, and he said, "Fuck all of them on that side of the ball."
I'm not. Hey, look. This is what I said. This is what I said after that game, right? Because I went back and watched it, right? I said this was Zach Wilson's fuck you game.
It was
like. It wasn't just a fuck you to like the Houston Texans, and it was a fuck you to everybody. Because every single body, the announcers, the Jets, the fans, Rodney Harrison, it was a fuck you to all of them. And he went out there and said, fuck all y'all, dog. I told you bitch ass niggas I can play. And watch this. I'm gonna hang this motherfucking 30-piece on these niggas.
He was getting better. He was building to this. And this is what those games that he's been playing where it's basically his preseason and the beginning of the season for him. So he was just getting ready. Like, he was getting comfortable. And then you sit him down for 2 games. And then you saw that them 2 dudes that you had playing, that you signed and brought in, they were worse. They were trash. They didn't even deserve to be on the field. And then he came in and gave middle fingers to everyone.
They didn't even go here.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I clip that when we had
shit.
At 1:30. Okay, that was at 1:30.
Oh my gosh.
But give my man Zachariah his love, man, because
man.
Because y'all hate is loud. I'm gonna need to be just as loud.
To bring back an old reference, man. My boy is no longer hot dog water. He is no longer top ramen water. My man is boiling water out here, dog, with the salt. Stop playing with him, dog. Y'all better leave that boy alone, man.
Yeah,
like go out there, bust y'all ass real quick. Yeah, BYU, take your motherfucking mama. Shit, y'all forgot? Did y'all forget?
That's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, Mr. Steal your motherfucking mama, nigga. What the fuck? You come out here and steal your mom, nigga. Go pass for 300 and then go fuck your mom. Stop playing with him.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's get to these picks.
Yep. Let's get to the picks, man. All right, let's go ahead and hit this one first because I know the Thursday night game.
Saints Rams.
Yep. Saints Rams. So
this is like I said, we said this. Oh, and mind you, like I said, our picks be crazy. Like we told y'all that Ravens game was gonna be that was gonna be nuts. We told you.
We literally told y'all that shit was gonna be fucking crazy.
Look, you're not gonna get nothing better than us. I just want all y'all to understand that. You're not gonna get nothing better than us. I'm gonna take the Rams in this though.
Now, honestly, I'm gonna take the Rams. Honestly, I'm not taking the Rams in a blowout or anything, but I do think the Saints and Derek Carr are gonna play very well against this Rams team. But I ultimately got the Rams pulling it out for this reason only. Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams, I think that's his name.
Kyron Williams,
Yep, from the Rams. They've been balling. Cooper Kupp he's had his moments. I know he's still trying to kind of work himself back, but hey, man, that offense looks really, really good, especially with the young talent. And I like what they've been doing. Sean McVay, I know a lot of people were telling him that he should probably hang it up and he should probably be, going to the booth and whatnot and stuff like that. But he's a real good football coach. Like a lot of people give him respect.
Dope ass coach. Hey, shout out to Jake Browning. I told y'all, look, this Jake Browning train is real.
And I tell y'all about my boy Folsom High.
Like
I told y'all about my boy Folsom High School, man. That boy from Folsom High School really go crazy, man. Shout out to my boy Jake Browning from Folsom High. I also got a tackle out there. I'm gonna learn his name too. But shout out to my boys from Folsom High School, man, right out here up the freeway. Stop playing with them boys, man. I told you them white boys up here go crazy. Them stay chance for a reason. Okay? Yeah. He was the highest recruiting 5-star for a reason. Yeah, he had Washington looking like Washington before Michael Penix Jr. for a reason. Put some respect on that boy name, man. He a baller. Don't do it to him, man. Go ahead, Jake.
Yep. So we got Bengals, Vikings. I'm on the Browning train, so I'm gonna keep the Vikings. I'm gonna keep the Bengals on this one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll give me. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Fuck the Vikings because there's no goddamn way they should have won that fucking game 3-0 last week. That was a fucking fluke. We all know it. But yeah, give my boy Jake, man. Man, my boy Jake went out there and go crazy, man. Stop playing my boy Jake, man.
Yep. Steelers, Colts. I'm gonna go Minshew Mania on this. I'm gonna go with Minshew on this. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, they kind of fumbled the bag on me last week. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting that. But we're gonna mention Mania this week. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Kenny Pickett, considering he's probably not playing, I don't think he's playing this week. So we all know Money Mitch is not money all the time. So
that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go. We both going Colts on that. Now this one's gonna tell me a whole lot. There's gonna be a lot of slurping. If the Broncos beat the Lions, I got the Broncos winning this, going to 8-6.
All right. So wait, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, this is a Saturday game too.
These games that I'm talking about, these are all Saturday games.
Yeah. Okay. So look. All right. The Lions just lost to the Bears. Right?
They did.
Now, I don't see them dropping 2 in a row, right? Because they haven't done it yet so far, right? They always seem to bounce back pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, as the ultimate Bronco hater that I am, although Russ has been playing very well, I do not care. Fuck him and the Broncos. Okay?
So taking the
Lions, man. Give me the Lions. Jared Goff, I need you. And it's crazy. It's crazy, Mel, because I wanted to bring this up last week, but I hella forgot. It's crazy. A lot of people will sit up here and they talk about Jared Goff, and I know he's been playing well, right? But a lot of people don't want to bring up his turnovers. And a lot of people will sit up there. Yeah, a lot of people will sit up there and say, "Oh, well, he's not throwing picks." He's not, but he's fumbling the ball a lot, and he's losing a lot of those fumbles. It's not good. That's a problem that has to be fixed. They got to keep the fucking ball.
I'm going with the let's ride. That's what we're gonna do.
With the let's ride. It's snowing out there, man. So you feel me? Hey, let's see.
Yep. Then we got the Sunday game. Sunday's my birthday. So we're gonna open up. Zachariah gonna take care of me on my birthday. We got Jets. We got Jets, Dolphins. Zachariah gonna keep it popping. Taking the Jets.
Now, there are reports that Tyreek Hill might not play this week, but I hope that's false because I have him on my fantasy in this playoff week, so hopefully he can come through for your boy. Ooh, damn, this matchup might be crazy. I'm gonna take the Dolphins, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really don't feel good about it.
I'm riding my man. Zach, it's my birthday. He gonna give me one last one before Aaron Rodgers take the helm the week after.
All right, man. I like that.
Texans, Titans.
Ooh, this all depends on the health of CJ Stroud because he's still in concussion protocol. There's no word that he's going to play on Sunday or not. So if he does play, or if he ends up playing, I'm going to take the Texans. If he doesn't play, I'm going to take the Titans.
I think I'm gonna go the same.
It's going to go.
No, I'm gonna go straight down the line. Don't matter. Take the Titans.
Well, okay, you gonna go with the Will Levises?
Yep, I'm gonna go with the Will Levises. That's what we're gonna
Hey,
do.
man, and shout out to y'all, the fans, bro, because y'all literally, I don't know if you've seen this, Mel, but there's been a lot of Titans fans, there's been a lot of Will Levis fans that have been dropping his stats of this past game in the comment section of his ex-girlfriend because she broke up with him because he did not get drafted high enough.
Say word.
Yeah. So a lot of the fans have been taking it to their hands to drop his professional stats. Yeah. Drop his professional stats in her comment section. And they flooded her shit something vicious with all of his stats.
Look, man, don't give me more ammo to hate modern women.
You know, so I just wanted to say shout out to the fans, man, for keeping her, you know what I'm saying, keeping her true to her word, you know. Because my boy out there balling now, and you feel me?
Don't send that hey big head text. We don't want those.
You know, you feel me? My boy out there balling, man. He got his coffee with his mayo and shit. So you feel me? Don't be trying to come up there with the extra mayo and the best foods, talking about what's up. And can you get a scoop? Nah,
we don't want that.
Bad. He don't want your best foods. He said he got some Miracle Whip now. You feel me?
Miracle Whip. I keep trying to tell. Look, people. Oh, okay. Side note. I want y'all to understand this, man. And maybe it's a black thing. I don't know. Moolish, maybe you can help me out. I don't know. Mayonnaise is disgusting.
Honestly, I don't like mayonnaise. Honestly,
Miracle Whip is where it's at. I didn't know Miracle Whip was a salad dressing until I was an adult. When my mother sent me to the store to get mayonnaise, it was Miracle Whip every time.
Yeah, nah, I don't do either one. I'm not a Miracle Whip person. I'm not a mayonnaise person.
Miracle Whip.
I don't do either one, man. You feel me? I like a light. When I say a light, I mean I like a light spread of either Grey Poupon or honey mustard.
Oh, well, yeah. But you don't do no Miracle. I say I'm a Miracle Whip guy.
Nah, I don't do the Miracle Whip. I don't do the mayonnaise, man.
Make nice little turkey sandwich with some Miracle Whip, man.
Nah, give me some honey mustard. Give me some honey mustard, man. Some hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? And some pickles, and I'm good, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. As long as I got pickles on the sandwich, bro, I'm good. I ain't even gonna cap.
All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program. Michael, shut up. Come on, Miracle Whip.
I really ain't never had it because I heard it was sweet.
I'm gonna clip this part of. I'm gonna take a poll on TikTok. See what people got to say.
I ain't never had Miracle Whip like that. I heard it was sweet. I don't know how you eat sweet.
It's zesty. It's not sweet. It's zesty. It's zesty. Got a little kick.
Oh God! All right.
So we got my Buccaneers against the Packers. This is a tough game for me personally because I like both these quarterbacks now, and I want both these quarterbacks to do well because they get a lot of heat. These two guys. If y'all notice, I defend the quarterback that they get a lot of heat. My man Zachariah, Baker, Jordan Love. But I'm gonna go with my man Baker.
I mean, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm definitely taking actually, damn, I really don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't be talking about my food takes, man. Like this.
Hey,
guy,
man, we can knock out a whole episode
Yeah. And you
of
from
straight
Texas.
food takes, man. You know what I mean? Let's not get into it, man. Hold on. Actually, matter of fact. Shout out to my boy DJ Mike. Hold on, man. Y'all see it. Shout out to my boy DJ Mike B. That's the other half of Gentleman's Talk, man. We're gonna be on there next week talking about some crazy stuff. We might actually have a little bracket for y'all, a little round of 32. Y'all never know what's coming, but we might get into some food takes. You feel me? Next week. You know what I'm saying? We might have to get into some food takes. You know what I'm saying next week because I heard it's a lot of crazy stuff, especially with the first day restaurants and stuff like that. But back to your regular schedule program. That's crazy because I really don't know what team to take here. But because I love the Packers, I'm a Packers fan. That's my NFC team. I gotta go Pack, go, man. You feel me? I do like how Baker's been playing though, but go Pack, go.
Okay. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints against the New York DeVito. Who you take?
Well, look at my boy, man. That boy Tommy DeVito, man, really out here got the hype. He going crazy. He got the Italians on TikTok and on Instagram and on. Man,
You see his banner? Did you see his agent?
Yeah, dog. Shit,
That is the most New York Italian dude I've ever seen in my life.
I swear. Oh my God! Put some more sauce in the pasta. The provolone, you know, the prosciutto, you know. But honestly,
I'm going Derek Carr.
I'm going Derek Carr and the Saints, man. I think that the team is gonna have a nice little resurgence. You know what I'm saying? My boy, he cashed out. He got the rollies for the skilled players. Some diamond chains for some other players. You feel me? And then got his linemen. You know what I'm saying? Steaks. You feel me? A whole chest full of steaks with some custom grills. You feel me? So yeah. Give me the Saints, man. I think the team camaraderie around Christmas time is gonna bring it together.
Agreed. Panthers, Falcons. I'm gonna take. See, this is a tricky game.
It is actually. That's scored by a lot of people.
And I'm taking the Panthers in this game.
Yep. Give me the Panthers, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Give me the Panthers. I'm taking the Panthers. I don't care.
Yeah, I feel strong about that.
Yep. Very strong.
Bears, Browns.
Oh, you getting the ball?
Yes. You want to know what's crazy, Mel?
I'm gonna take the Bears.
You want to know what's fucking crazy, dog? I seen the playoff picture for the NFC. And do you want to know who I seen just all the way down there at the end, dog? Just kind of just floating and hanging out there at the end? Fucking Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that wild?
Tis wild.
That shit's fucking crazy to me.
See,
I ain't even gonna lie.
I don't know if I really want, because I feel like the Browns defense could really like fuck some shit up for the Bears. But then I also feel like Justin Fields is due for that one game where he just throws for like 275 and 3 touchdowns, but then has another 120 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
So if certain teams lose this week and the Bears win, this can literally catapult them like 5 spots into like one game out of the wild card, one spot out of the wild card.
And I still don't like. I don't like Joe Flacco.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't care. No, I don't care. I mean, I get it, right? Everybody wants to sit there and there's a narrative that Joe Flacco is undefeated and blah blah blah. He's thrown, bro. Y'all gotta understand something, bro. He is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I understand that he had a great defense behind him, but Jacoby Ford, Jacoby Myers, whatever the fuck his name was, he didn't have all that goddamn yards for no fucking reason. Like that offense looked pretty good. Anquan Bolden was also on that team. Like that offense looked pretty good with Joe Flacco behind him. So of course the Browns are not going to look like they missed a beat with a Super Bowl winning quarterback under the helm. Okay, so I just want everybody to understand that. All right, we understand where Joe Flacco came from. We understand where he left, but the reason why the Browns look relatively the same is because he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. We do have to understand that he was the Ravens starting quarterback for almost 7, almost 10 years before Lamar took over. So y'all got to give Joe his respect, but still, I still think they should have went with somebody. Man, but man, they should have kept PJ, man. What's wrong with this, man?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears. I think, like you said, I think they looking at it like they might have an outside chance to get into the playoffs. They just got to win out and do their part. And yes, this is going to be part of them doing their part. They're going to be Cleveland.
Eberflus has been coaching very well as of late. The defense has been playing a lot better as of late. I know they just lost Yannick Ngakoue for the season, which absolutely sucks. But that Jalen Johnson has been playing well. Their safeties have been playing well. Linebackers have been playing well. Offense looks a lot better. Justin Fields is looking a lot better. So it's not just them playing this game to win the game for playoffs, but a lot of people are playing for jobs. There's a lot of narratives that Justin might get traded at the end of the season. There's a lot of narratives that the Bears are going to take a first-round quarterback first round. There's a lot of narratives that Matt Eberflus isn't going to make it to next season. There's a lot of stuff. So a lot of people are playing for more than just their game or more than just this game. A lot of people are playing for their job. A lot of people are playing for pride. A lot of people playing for playoff implications. It's a lot. So there's a lot on the line for this game.
Yeah. And then, all right. So then, now this one, GQ, I'm doing this for you, brother. I'm doing this for you, GQ. And I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. We got the Chiefs and the Patriots. I'm taking my man, Big Ben. The downfall of the Chiefs will continue this week as they fall to my man Bailey Zappi and those New England Patriots. And I also want something good to happen this week for those Patriots. And beating up on the Chiefs will be one of those things I would like to see happen. And it's my birthday. So I think everybody should gift me a win for my birthday.
I'm still on mute. There we go. Okay. I want the Patriots to lose for this reason and this reason only. Get them a new quarterback.
Well, they got the third pick in the draft, so they're gonna.
I know it, and I know it's as much as as far as they fall, whatever the case may be. But I just don't think. First of all, I don't think Bill's going nowhere. Honestly, I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Everybody wants to say he's going to the Chargers. He'll be out of it. I'll believe it when I fucking see it. Like I said, because when Tom Brady first retired, I literally came out and said that he's not done. He's going to go somewhere else. He's going to fucking win the Super Bowl. And what happened? He did. So I believe it when I see it. But as of right now, I want the Patriots to lose so they can go out and get the highest pick for a quarterback that they can and get another quarterback.
Well, they're projected to get Caleb Williams right now.
That's my Christmas wish for the Patriots at this moment.
49ers Cardinals. Not as crazy as it sounds nowadays, because Fast Feet been playing pretty well.
My boy Happy Feet been out there going crazy. My boy Mumble. That's what I'm gonna start calling my boy Kyler Murray. He's Mumble now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My boy Happy Feet. You know what I'm saying?
But the 49ers need to keep winning to keep the number one spot in the NFC. So I'm gonna take the
49ers, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kyler caps off another big win against the top team, like he did against
because he as well is playing for a job.
Mm-hmm. And the coach is coaching for a job too, because you might want to do something. Because
I think he's secure. I think he's good.
I think he might be. Yeah, I think he had a pretty. I mean, I understand the record doesn't.
They set him up for failure.
Reflected
in the beginning of the season. So I don't think that this season was a reflection on how they really wanted, how they're going to treat him. I just think they're like, we knew we was tanking, and yeah. My Washington Commanders and the LA Rams. So, like I said,
the Rams on that one.
I'm gonna take the Rams because I told y'all, look, one of the two dominoes I needed to fall, one fell. Brandon Staley's gone. Riverboat Ron, you next.
Hey, and if y'all watching, if y'all listening, I don't know. I know there's a new owner group over there, but if y'all listening, y'all might as well go ahead and just give us Terry McLaurin, bro. Just go ahead and give us Scary Terry, dog. Let him go. Let him walk. Come on. Bring him on down to Vegas, man. Let him team up with DA. Then we got Hunter over here. You feel me? What throw you Jacoby Myers and Austin Hooper. You feel me? Hey, you good, dog?
Look, because
Terry, man. Y'all let my boy out there getting free cardio. And that's what he said. Ron Rivera, y'all got me messed up. Because there's no way y'all had my boy Scary Terry out there running for free. Literally, he said, "I got the best motherfucking cardio all goddamn stuff all season.
No catches on
no catches, no yards, nothing. They had my boy out there running for the F.
Look,
let Scary Terry come on down to somewhere he's gonna thrive, man.
We're gonna get two black coaches, head coaches next season, and Antonio Pierce and Eric Bieniemy next season.
Yeah, come on down. Let Scary Terry come on down, bro. Y'all out there letting my boy run around. Out there got his best Tony Allen impression. Yeah, y'all better stop playing on my boy, man. I'm disappointed. I don't like it.
Next up, Cowboys Bills. I already told y'all I'm taking the Bills in this game. I said that last week.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm taking the Cowboys, and don't be shocked if the Cowboys fuck around and actually make it out the first round this season. Y'all heard it from me first, man. Y'all know we ultimate Cowboy haters over here.
Look, but the Cowboys. Look, if there's one thing I know about hating the Cowboys, as long as it's been in my blood, after really big wins, they shit the bed the next week. And they made all this hoopla about them beating the Eagles, and they put their stamp down just for Josh Allen to come through and stick his entire foot up that Dallas defense ass. I don't know. They're gonna get so sick of watching Stephon Diggs score touchdowns this week.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you hear the narrative about what happened last week with Stephon and AJ?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why Stephon, man, he was out there tripping on that boy AJ, man. I guess AJ came out during warm-ups or during the first play of the game and said, "Hey, man, your ass old, bro. You can't fuck with me." That turned Stephon up to another damn level, dog. And Stephon got to clamping that man up, boy. So I'm not saying, you feel me? Yeah, it's gonna be like some kind of crazy blowout or anything. But hey, man, all I gotta say is, you feel me? Josh Allen, you might want to bring your A game because these Cowboys.
The way you feel about the 49ers is how I feel about the Cowboys.
Hey, I love it though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love it.
There's nothing. I will never. Okay. But
it's always fuck the Cowboys like it's always fuck the Niners.
It is always fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, I feel it. I respect it.
They could play 15 midgets. My money's on the midgets.
Yeah, I feel it.
Or little people.
Yeah, we ain't trying to get, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I definitely respect it because I'm the same way. I feel the same way about the Niners, even though, I got to use my football brain to pick them on the show. But in my heart, I want them to lose.
I will always not do that. I don't care about that. Like, there's one game I will always just be like, fuck it. It's going to be whoever Dallas Cowboys. I'm very analytic in how I do my things, and I like to think out how I want to call these games, unless it's the Cowboys.
I respect that. I'm the same way.
Then
the Niners play the Raiders.
Next up,
play the Raiders, honestly.
We got them Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is a game.
This game can be interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. This game can either be high scoring or low scoring like a motherfucker.
Hey, I like what Odell is starting to turn it. Like, Odell's looking like old Odell.
Yeah,
and Lamar's looking for him now.
And I think that has more to do with the actual offense starting to click more, right?
Mm-hmm. Because and not having Mark Andrews. Like, it's addition by subtraction, and it's
Yeah, it
So-
sucks, but it's a good thing, right?
Yeah. so
You know. So I mean,
I'm gonna go with
yeah.
Odell having another big game, back-to-back 100-yard games, and the Ravens putting a stranglehold on that AFC.
Yeah, no, definitely give me the Ravens. I think they take over I think they keep that that hold on the AFC this week. And Lamar just keeps keeps on his MVP showcase.
The thing about it is, like,
He's
no
been
one's
playing at a high
talking
level.
about him for MVP, which is absolutely.
Yeah, they're not. It's absolutely asinine. The fact that everybody said that that a quarterback doesn't deserve to win MVP this year is absolutely fucking crazy, because I can think of two straight up. So
Yeah, like, and it's not the two that everybody's talking about. Like, that's the
exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. It's not the two that everybody's talking about.
Like, if a quarterback should win it, I think it's either Lamar or Brock Purdy. If a non-quarterback should win it, depending on what Tyreek Hill does, if he can get the Triple Crown and end up with 2K, then he deserves it. Or it's Christian McCaffrey. Like,
I got the only other name I got, and I know a lot of people are going to sit up there and say that this is impossible to never. CJ Stroud. I don't care. The man is a rookie, and he's been playing.
Well, it depends on how they finish out.
How they finish, most definitely, right? But if he can will them to the playoffs, man,
Yeah, I don't think
I throw his name in there. I'm not saying he deserves to win it, but I'm throwing his name in there for sure.
He's definitely. If I had to pick 5, he's number 5.
I'm going with the Ravens and Lamar. Like we said, Lamar's been having a scary, sneaky MVP-like season, and nobody's been talking about it at all. So, yeah, give me Lamar.
Last game, Monday night, Eagles, Seahawks.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been thinking about this game all week now, and I'm taking the Seahawks in the upset.
I think the Eagles get their running game back. I think people have made up. There's been a lot of scutter about how DeAndre Swift only carried the ball 5 times, and I think he only carried the ball like 10 times in the last 2 games.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't been having a lot of carries. Like I said, the Eagles' run game has been stagnant the past 2 or 3 weeks, which has ultimately led to their demise. Right? Joey Bosa said it, that the Dallas Cowboys capitalized on it. I came out here and I said it on the show. The Niners gave the Cowboys the recipe to beat the Eagles and beat them convincingly, and they took that recipe and executed it perfectly fine.
So that's why I think the Eagles are going to come out with a concerted effort to run that fucking football. And whether it's with Jalen Hurts, whether it's with DeAndre Swift and those guys, they're going to run the ball. And I don't think that defense for the Seahawks has the same personnel as the 49ers and the Cowboys. And it's going to get ugly, and it's going to get ugly fast.
I just think that the Eagles have a problem, and they need to fix it before we can truly consider them.
They're gonna get it right against these damn Seahawks.
And I honestly, I hope so. Well, I don't want to say I hope so because I know my boy CC watching. Shout out to my boy CC, but I hope they do get it right because they got a problem, man, and they got to fix it. Because if they don't, they're not gonna last, man. They have a problem, and it's on right now. It's on both sides of the ball. So they got some soul searching to do, see how bad they really want it, and but I think that the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks find some way to win this game. I don't know why. I've been thinking about this game all week, and I think the Seahawks find some way, shape, or form to pull this game out. I don't know why.
But that's why we do it. We do this, and then we find out in a couple of days. See what the deal is.
Most definitely. That's what it is.
Shout out to everybody who came through today. We love you, appreciate you. The chat is always popping. All the insight that's in the chat, all the opinions that are inside the chat, jokes. Miracle Whip is amazing. But yeah, like I said, you're not what you get here, you're not going to get it nowhere else. We're going to keep pushing on, giving you guys great dope content. It's just the two of us right now. Like we said, our brother GQ is, he's on hiatus doing his thing right now, but he'll be back soon. We miss him. We like having him. My wife even compared him to Bomani Jones. So that's a big shout out to him. It's like, like GQ. Because you was listening to Bomani, I thought it was GQ. And I was just like, he does remind me of Bomani Jones.
A little bit. Yeah, he gives me a little Bomani. He a little he a little bit more he a little bit more foretelling than Bomani though, because Bomani likes to push a lot of narratives. But yeah, shout out to my boy GQ, man. We miss you, boy. Go ahead and get right when you take your time to get right and come on back. You know your spot is always ready for you.
Always here, brother. It's always here. So with that being said, it's been another Football Friday. Another dope show. This is what we do.
You know it. This is what we do, man. Make sure y'all tune in the rest of the week. Stop by on Monday. You know, I heard my last Monday's show got a little crazy hectic.
It's going to be Go James is coming back Monday. So
I'll bet because I'll definitely be there. So there won't be none of that craziness.
I got in there a little late, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there nice and early this week.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. Me and Mel gonna pop. Y'all gonna see Inside the Huddle there nice and early. Because there was a lot of untruths that was said last week, and we can't let that slide, man. So make sure y'all stop by basket on Monday. Like I said, we in the works of doing something, catching putting something up for Tuesday, man. So make sure you look out for that. Wednesday we got the Fortone, the ever so dope Gentleman's Talk, which you gotta start popping in, man, because everybody who likes these conversations and these difficult conversations, these crazy conversations, the conversations where y'all want to hear us talk about all the craziest, wild stuff, food, football, sports, games, movies, actresses, whatever the fuck is going on in the world. Gentleman's Talk is where you want to motherfucking be at. So make sure y'all pull up Gentleman's Talk. My boy GQ, my boy Michael B. We all understand that GQ is taking a little hiatus right now, but my boy Michael B is holding it down, and y'all gonna see the rest of from the sideline kind of pulling up periodically and making sure that we can keep that circulating. We always got the ever so mentioned Samara on player versus team on Thursdays, and then we back here on Fridays, man.
I gotta get back
Best
on
damn football show.
Players versus team.
So do I. We definitely got to make an appearance back on the PBT, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Inside the Huddle from the sideline. We appreciate y'all for 600. Okay, we see it growing every day. Keep going because we almost there.
Hold on, I'll check the TikTok. We was at 199 on the TikTok. We're almost at 200 on the TikTok.
Come on, man. It's all
TikTok
in the work, man.
TikTok been turning up.
It's all in the work, man. We appreciate everybody for joining for hopping on this train and enjoying this ride.
Yeah, we still at 199. So we gotta get to that 1,000 so we can start going live on TikTok.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. Rock with us, man. Y'all gotta rock with us, man. But like we said, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next week. And y'all take care, man.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn